Hello guys, Creative Venus here and welcome to this beautiful dashboard. This is a dynamic chart dashboard and this is our drop down. If you select the city here, the chart for that particular city with the total value appears here. So this is really beautiful, it's automatic, and in this video we will learn how to create this beautiful dashboard. Let's begin with the tutorial. Here you can see the data set, and if you see here, these are the countries and these are our rows where we have mentioned some item. This can be anything, and these are the values, and the last row is the sum row. Here the values are the sum of each of these values. Ignore this item for now. And this is the sheet 5, the blank sheet, and you can remove the grid lines. If you see some grid lines here, just go under the view tab and click on grid lines. Now comes the data part. So how it will work? We have to create a drop down here in our dashboard, and when we will select any country from the drop down, the chart will change. And how the chart will function? Chart will take values from here. So we will create a chart based on the selection of these two columns, and the values will be automatically filled here based on the selection of the drop down. For example, if we select any country like London here, the data for London, this data will appear here automatically, and the chart will select this value and display here. So let's create this whole functionality. It might sound very complicated for you, but it's not. So let's first create a drop down. If we visualize how we will create our dashboard, so this area is covered for the chart and this is for the selection of a drop down. So let's pick this cell and go under the data tab. So always remember, this is the data tab and this is the option, data validation. Click on it, and here we need the list. Select the list from here, and it asks for the source, like from where the list should populate. Click on the source, go to our sheet 4. So this is our source. These are the names of the cities, and if you see here, it has selected the range that we have selected. Sheet 4, this is the sheet 4. D3, just ignore the dollar values. D3 colon means the range starting from D3 to H3. So this is the complete range. Dollar value means everything is fixed. This D is fixed, this 3 is fixed, this H is fixed, and this again 3 is fixed. This will not change. Press enter, press OK, and here is your drop down. Now you can select any country you want, any city you want. These are cities, not countries. Extend this p-value or reduce the font size if you want, like this. New York is not visible, so slightly increase the width of the p cell. So now we have created this drop down, and we have to connect this drop down with our data here so that the charts can be created. So click here, press equal to sign, and you can see here in the formula bar or here as well. Go to sheet 5 and select this cell, and it will not allow you to select this cell. Select the cell next to it, use the keyboard right arrow key, and it will select the cell sheet 5 P9. This is the sheet 5 P and 9. So this is the value of this. This is the number of this cell, the P9. Press enter, and here you can see the city name has appeared. So now if you change the city name like to New York, it will change the city name here. Now next we need the values, like when we will change the city name, or select the city name here, London will appear here, and the values of the London should appear here. Now we need this functionality, and once we will have the data here, we just need to create a chart based on the selection. Now for the data connectivity from here, we need to create a formula. So we need two formula here. One is index, second is match. So let's type in our formula. Write equal to sign index, and it will showcase the suggestion. Double click on it and it will showcase the complete formula. Now we need the array. What is array? Array is the complete range of data. Select this complete range, and the range will not change. This will remain fixed. This is the data range. It's not here or here, so this is fixed. So type $value before each character. Now array is done. After array, you can see here it's written comma. Type in comma. Now the row num is bold. We need the row and column. So the data, it will look in terms of row and columns. So it will find the data for the step 1 here. So how it will find? We need the row number here. So we want it to be selected automatically, and for that we need the match formula. Type in match and it will showcase suggestion. Double click on it and it will showcase the values that should come under the match. So lookup value is the first item. So what it should look here? It should look for step 1. So where is our step 1? Step 1 is here. It is not showcasing here because it is showing the formula, but it's behind it. So its cell number is K4. It's K4. It's here, step 1. So let's type in K4. Then comma. If you see here, comma. Now we need the lookup array. Lookup value is K4, and the lookup array, where it should look for the K4, where it should look for step 1. It should look it here. Here it should look for step 1. Press comma. Now comes the match type. So we need the exact match. For exact match, the value is 0. Now close the bracket. Now press comma again. Now comes the column number. We need the column number, and again we will use the match. Double click on it. Again the lookup value. Now in terms of column, what's the lookup value? This is the lookup value. We need this value to be looked. Press comma. Now we need the lookup array, where it should find this item. It's not here or here or here. It's in this range. Select this range. Press comma. And then comes the match type. We need again the exact match. Exact match means it should match it exactly. Close the bracket twice. Now we need to now just look the formula here. Here it's difficult to select and all. So this is the formula bar. Now here if you see the K4, the match for the rows. This is the match for the rows. This is the match for the columns. This item. Match for the rows is here. Now if you see, it starts from K4, the step 1, and it will find it up to here. So the K4 is not fixed. K4, so we do not need to add the dollar value here. But this range C4 to 16, C4 to C16 is fixed. So we will add the dollar value here. So this range is fixed. It will not become this range or this range. It's here, it's fixed. Similarly, if you go here in the match for the columns, L3, it should look for L3. This is the L3. And if you see here, it's fixed. This is not showcase our city, or this cell will not showcase our city. So this is fixed. So we need to add the dollar value here. And similarly the range for it is d3 to h3, d3 to h3. This is also fixed, so we also need to add the dollar value here and press enter. And here you can see the value of the London is appeared. Now drag it downwards and it will showcase the values for all these items. Now we need to showcase the chart, and for that we need to select the range, and we only need the range up to 12 steps because in a chart we don't want to showcase the sum. So once the range is selected, let's pick a chart. So let's go with the line chart. So this is the chart for the New York. Cut and paste it here. Now if you see the magic here, it will change the chart based on your selection, right? Now the magic is done, and what we need here is some beautification. So select the chart first and change its font. So we need mustard font, reduce the font size. So this looks nice. Let's remove the title here because we know it's the chart for Mexico, it's written here. Go to insert, illustrations, shape, create a shape here like this, no outline, fill white color, go to effects, shadow, we will give it a nice shadow, increase the blurriness and the transparency up to 80%, change it to like dark blue, send to back. So we can place our chart here. We can slightly reduce its height and width because this is big, and reduce the width of the chart like this. Even we can remove this y-axis, and now let's beautify our line chart here. Right click on it, smooth line, so this looks beautiful, and we will fill gradient finish, and it should be path. We only need 2 gradient stops. Let's start with this beautiful color, and let's pick a nice blue color here, this vibrant blue. So this looks really beautiful. I think we should go for linear from left to right like this. So this looks beautiful. We don't need any chart outline. Remove the border, and also we don't need these internal lines here. So this is our chart. Also we will give it a nice boundary here. So select a shape like this, remove its fill, we will only keep its outline, and we will give it a gradient finish. We only need 2 gradient stops. One is this pink and the other is this dark blue. And let's move it to the center, and let's add a text box here. Let's write select country, align center, align middle, make it bold, change the font to Montserrat, and we can place it at the center, remove its outline, and this is how it works. We can do one more thing. slightly move it upwards. Let's insert few lines at the top so that it comes to the middle of the view like this. Let's duplicate it. Let's place one here, but this should be smaller in size like this, and you can select both these, align to the top so that these are aligned. And what we can do here is, let's write the text here. Press equal to, select this cell, press enter, align center, align middle, and increase the font size so it will showcase which city is selected. Remove its outline, and we also need one at the bottom here, and this will showcase the value of the sum. And for that, press equal to, go to sheet 4, click here, press enter, and increase the font size. So this will showcase the sum of the city. Select both these items, align center, and you can place it like this. Change the text fill to gradient, and you can change the direction like this, and let's see the magic here. This will showcase the sum of each value. And you can do one more thing, you can add data labels here. Data labels, for data labels you have to change their position so that these are visible. Right click, format data labels, press above. These should appear above the line. And at the top you can write the headline like dynamic chart dashboard. Change the font to Monsterrat, increase the size, and remove the outline, duplicate it, remove the fill as well. Let's write the brand name, reduce the font size, so this is your dashboard. You can increase the font size here as well if you want. For that you have to increase the width so that New York can be visible like this. Select country. So this is our selector, and you can see the magic here. For each country you can get the values. So isn't it beautiful? So this is what we can do in the Excel. And we can do one more thing here. Go to shapes and select this shape, remove outline, send to back, and go to shape effects, press gradient, and look at this beautiful gradient, and take it to the top and here to the bottom, and remove the fill of the title so that it doesn't overlap. Again duplicate, send to back, and select this first one, again send to back, and this is how it will look for the second time. Also remove the fill for this selector. So I think this looks nice. So this is the final look of it, and you can select the values here, and this is the final output. So I hope you will like it. So please subscribe to our channel, join the membership, hit like and share this beautiful Excel dashboard to your friends and colleagues, or if you are a student in a school, you can showcase it. And this is how you can create bigger dashboards in Microsoft Excel. And we will see you guys in our next video with some more beautiful content. Till then, bye bye.